Welcome to Learning with Riley. I know it's been a pretty long time, but I figured now that I've kind of approached an intermediate level of Spanish, I figured I'd show you guys kind of what I'm doing to learn Spanish. I'm also learning like Hebrew Cyrillic because I really want to learn how to read the Bible in Hebrew. It's just one of those things that I have a big desire for. But anyway, so let's just get to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you like some language learning tips. Of course, I haven't made it from intermediate to advanced level yet, which is the hardest part. So do not claim to be an expert at all. I am not bilingual. I'm just trying to show you guys what I'm doing to learn. And I'm also learning sign language ASL, but I'm not gonna really include that much in this video. Because, well, it's so much harder to learn Spanish and stuff like that. So, I recommend you get a journal for each language that you're going to learn so that you can just purely take notes and things like that. Like right here I have the AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs written down and just other grammar principles that I'm going to need. And I always keep this by me whenever, well, here comes my next tip, playing Roblox with Spanish servers. Because I found that if you go to like a Roblox game, I highly recommend Meep City. And you can go to parties, and whatever language you have in your settings will be the language that you're gonna spawn in, pretty much. It's a little weird, like trying to find a Spanish server, but if you know where to look, it's pretty easy. But I actually make small talk in Spanish there, and I keep a dictionary by me, which I just use as my iPad. I'm filming with my phone right now, so I'll show you guys what I do on my phone in a minute. But ever since I reached an intermediate Spanish level, I decided to get my first book. So I've already read Charlotte's Web in English before, so I figured I'd get La Telaraña de Carlota and try to read through it. Now, I found that my vocabulary range is actually not that big, but if you just read a page and you do not recognize most of the words in there, then you're probably not ready for it yet. But if you do recognize most of the words, but you just find a word every sentence or so, just keep translating those and you'll build up your vocabulary very well. And just read the same page over and over again until you get it. Like, that's what I've been doing. It's a little tedious at first, but I mean, if you really want to learn Spanish, or any other language for that matter, I highly recommend it. I must note that with Spanish, you don't have to learn another way of writing, like Hebrew. Right here, I used a calligraphy marker, and I tried to imitate the symbols, or the Cyrillic, or whatever it's called, for the alphabet, and then I put the name of the letters below it and what sounds they make. So, and I also kind of made up a song, or searched a song on YouTube so that I can memorize the names. So if you're trying to learn a language that has a whole nother writing letters and stuff, definitely try to make up a song and get a nice orderly list like that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and say watching TV shows in your target language is a very good thing to do, because you gotta enhance your listening skills. Now, I will test out the TV shows by putting English subtitles at first, like for Spanish, and then I end up removing the subtitles and replacing it with Spanish subtitles so that I can just read it and stuff. And sometimes if there's like a reoccurring word, I'll just put in the translator and try to memorize it. But I find that it just helps you get used to listening. So yeah, I highly recommend doing that, or even like music and stuff. Just really try to enhance those listening, especially if you're not in the country of your target language, because I'm in el Estados Unidos, the United States. And Spanish is the second language here, but it's very rare for you to actually be able to appropriately have a Spanish conversation here, because most people don't speak another one here, because this is an English country, that's for sure. So I have to work a little harder than some people do. And also, I'm 14, so it's not like I can just leave the country right now. But anyways, so those are some tips, but I'm going to switch over to screen record and show you what I do on my phone to learn Spanish. So as you can see, these are the apps that I use. I know you can't see all of it because the screen is really messed up, but you have a translator, reverso context, and a Spanish dictionary. Now you may be asking, why do you need all of them? Well, first I'm going to show you what reverso context is, because it's cool because you can do learn, practice, and quizzes, and in multiple languages, but it also works as a translator. Again, I'm very sorry about the screen. I've tried very hard to film this best I can, but it's a free app. Check it out. It's great. So then you have a translator. Now I use this for like simple answers. Like sometimes reverso context has multiple ways to use a word and stuff, but if you just want a simple answer, I highly recommend that translator app. It works well. And but yeah, and then I have an ASL dictionary, which is really cool because you can press on any word and she'll just sign it to you, and then you can just review it and favorite it and stuff. And Marley Signs is also a good app for basic sign language, so yeah, check that one out. Okay, so the Spanish dictionary, it'll give you a Spanish answer and an English answer, like for bigger words and stuff. It just works like a regular dictionary, just think about it that way. But the main app I use is Duolingo because it's free and it works awesome, for me at least. So definitely download it. It's 100% free. You can do multiple languages at once, and I accidentally put Swahili on there. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, I guess you could try and join my club. My gamer tag my username is Learning with Riley. Same on this app, Tiny Cards. Tiny Cards is a flashcard app that's kind of like partners with Duolingo. So this app I've found really helps you memorize words. See, look, Duolingo Spanish course there, and the Arabic alphabet, and just all kinds of cool things that you can learn. Music terms, even like countries and stuff, prime numbers. You can just memorize anything on this app. Just search it and you'll find it. But yeah, Learning with Riley is my username. So go follow me on there, see what card decks I have. So that is what I use, guys. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was really short, but I hope maybe it's helpful for anyone in any way to have just a small basic answer of, how to learn a language. But I'm not an expert at all. I am only intermediate. I'm not fluent in Spanish yet. Just keep that in mind. But those are the things that I'm doing to learn, because a lot of my friends always ask, so what are you doing for school? So I hope that this kind of helps answer your questions. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, or any tips, and I may pin it. Who knows? But yeah, let me know how many languages can you speak. I'd like to know. So see you guys later. Bye.